Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Poshteacher. I am so excited to have Karen on our show. She is a very well-known TikTok star, and we just can't wait to talk to her. And especially, I know all of you teachers are dying to hear all about Karen. So, Karen, welcome to our program.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Well, Karen, this is the question we always ask at Poshteacher. What was your aha moment when you decided to get involved with TikTok?
Well, good question. It really began at the beginning of the pandemic. This past April 2020, when everything shut down. I'm a working actor improviser, so I literally lost every single job.
Wow.
And yeah, all the shows got canceled, which made sense. And I've been told by people for years to give TikTok a shot. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do another social media thing. And I decided to give it I literally was sitting on the couch with nothing to do. So I did it. I lip synced to Golden Girls.
Oh.
That's how it all started. I got some response and I was like, oh, this is fun. And I just kept going.
Oh my goodness. So that was your first TikTok? Was the lip sync?
Yes, the Golden Girls remix song, that was a trend. I thought it was hilarious, so that was my first TikTok video.
Oh my God. Hey, they rock. Golden Girls.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So tell me, well, let's backtrack. Tell me your career journey. You know, you said you're an actor. Is that your first career, or tell us a little bit about yourself, your career?
Well, I went to college for theater, so I graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in theater, but and then when I graduated, having a degree in theater is kind of hard to find a job right away. So I was a leasing consultant for about 6 years. And then I got offered a job at a theme park, and that's kind of where I decided maybe this is an open door for me to quit my day job. So at that point, I started probably like maybe 2014, 2013. I started just trying to find odd end jobs. I moved in with my brother and sister-in-law, and I just started working my way up and became a full-time actor improviser in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh my gosh. And what kind of work have you done? What was some of your favorite events that you did?
Well, the main thing, there's two main things that I did. One, I still do. I'm an improviser at Dad's Garage Theater in Atlanta, Georgia. And I do shows. It used to be every single weekend. Now it's probably about every other weekend. And I teach improv classes. Yeah, it's what I do. That's my main thing. I do gigs with dads. I teach classes. I do shows. And I also was a performer at a mystery dinner theater in Atlanta called Agatha's for about 5 years. And unfortunately, with the pandemic, they did have to close down. So.
Okay. Oh my gosh, how fun. I want to be in your class.
Oh my gosh, I would love it. I would love to teach anyone and everyone.
Hey, teachers need some material here. Well, I wanted to ask you, so where do you get your inspiration for your teacher TikToks? They're phenomenal. Oh my gosh, like we spent hours just cracking up. We're like, oh my gosh, I've been through this. I've seen this. I've done this. So where does all this amazing inspo come from?
First off, I am honored. Anytime a teacher says, oh wow, we really relate, I'm blown away by it. I'm honored. But because I am not a teacher, but my mom was a teacher for, maybe 15 plus years.
Wow.
And so we are very similar. So I just remember showing her a video of me and she was like, oh my gosh, that's me. And so everything I do it's basically, she was a very good, very strict teacher. So most of my inspiration comes from my mom and just being in school.
So and so what is one of your favorite ones that you've done that you're like, oh, I just loved doing this one, one of your favorite skits?
There's a few of them, but definitely, I know it was one of my first ones, but when students are talking in class, the pulling the glasses down, or, the 3, 2, just because it's crazy how many people can relate to that. I get messages from teachers all over the world saying, I don't know how we're the same all over the world, but we do the same stuff.
It's true. I teach a language and I do the 1, 2, 3 in Spanish. So
Yeah, exactly. And it's just so neat to find something that literally everyone of all ages can relate to.
completely. And I was going to ask you about your audience. What things have you heard from these teachers? What kind of comments, how feedback do you got? Is it often that you got
Yes.
DMs or comments?
The messages have been insane. They've been amazing. They've been encouraging. But the ones that I get the most, which I'm blown away by, are, this has just been such a tough year for teachers. And the past year has been so incredibly hard.
Yes.
And just them being able to laugh throughout the day, it's just kind of like helped their day. And just saying that, we feel really seen and appreciated watching these videos, that people, it's funny to laugh at themselves, but also to know, we go through this every single day, and I'm glad that, everyone can relate to it. But I don't know, just to bring joy to teachers that are having a really hard time right now it's meant a lot to me.
Definitely. We've needed a lot of support, and it's a profession where sadly it's not respected in as some other professions, and we're just a teacher. And so we all these little things where people acknowledge us, it means a lot, so
well,
yeah.
I hope people know now how, with parents having to stay at home with their kids, and just know, like, oh, I cannot do this every day. So you guys really are rock stars. Teachers, I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, it's an exhausting day. And actually, I was going to ask you, what is your day like when you're preparing your TikTok skits? I mean, do you say, all right, this week I'm going to make 2, or are you just sitting down, eating dinner and going, oops, I got to go record? Like, how does that happen?
I feel like it's a mixture of all of the above. I wish I could say on Mondays I record all my videos and have them prepared for the week, but that is not how I work. It's definitely every other day I'm like, oh, I have an idea today. And then I just get in front of the camera. I don't even write it down. I just improvise it and choose the bits I like. And that's it. It's a one day at a time thing.
Oh, I love it. And so your props also, I mean, your wigs. Tell me.
Oh my goodness.
Props.
Because I work with several different theaters, a lot of the wigs that I have are either borrowed from theaters people have given me. So my guest room, our closet, I tell my husband, I was like, don't go in there because it is covered in wigs, covered in costumes. It's ridiculous.
So they'll just fall on him.
Yes, it literally is like a movie scene. It's like, don't go in there. But yeah, it's stuff's donated to me. Majority of it's wigs, and the costumes I've just collected over the years. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So tell me, what has come about with this fame from your TikTok world? Like you said, you just started it just during COVID and see what happens. It's grown pretty much. Where are you going with this? What would,
That's a really good question. Thank you for asking that. It has moved very fast, and I was not, oh, hi, buddy.
There's Gio, yes guy. I'm like, really? Time to
like, I'm taking for a walk.
Yes.
No, but everything's kind of happened so fast. I truly was not expecting anything out of this at all. Wow. So anything is great, but news interviews, featured on BuzzFeed a few times. I've done several ads, and some for shows that I've like Seinfeld and shows that I've watched growing up. I know it blows my mind that they've reached out to me. So it's just stuff, and then doing stuff like Grammarly apps that students and teachers use. I've been able to help and advertise with them. So, and I just recently started working with a social media agency. So it's helping me. Yeah, it's a way that I can make money while I lost other jobs during the pandemic. It's been such a blessing.
Definitely. See, out of the bad comes the good,
Yes, yes.
Well, I am so excited. So we need a T-shirt with you on it, with that blonde fun wig, like the short hair and one.
Yes, I know. I should make merch. I'm just
You
like,
need some merch, baby.
I'm like, do people really want my face on their t-shirt?
Oh my God, us teachers showing up.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yes. So, well, are there, here at Posh Teacher, we ask, do you have another life besides your profession? Are there other things that you are interested in or that you use for your profession?
I mean, truly, my day to day is comedy. It's kind of what surrounds me. Just creating these videos, making people laugh, doing improv. But when I'm not doing that, I have to say I love baking. I love gardening. I love anything plants. So I am such like an aesthetic person, candles and plants and all that stuff. So yeah,
Oh, love.
that's my zone. I love that.
That is so great. Well, baking, oh my gosh, that'd be fun skits, some baking skits.
Oh, yes. I got some things up my sleeve for sure.
And actually, I have a question. Just growing up, were you always improvising? Were you always this funny? Like, did you,
Oh.
was that just a natural gift?
Well, it's funny because I have a twin brother and
Oh, how fun.
I know I do. And he is hilarious. So growing up, he has always been an extrovert and always been like out there and hilarious. He started doing theater before I even did. And I was an introvert. I was super shy until I did. I went to a music camp when I was like in middle school, and they made me do a skit. And I got a laugh from the audience, and it blew my mind. So that moment, I was like 12, was like, I knew this is it. I have to do this the rest of my life because this instant gratification is so insane. So that's
oh my gosh, that's incredible.
yeah. I was so petrified. I couldn't even talk to people. I was so shy.
Oh my God.
I know, until that moment. Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that is so nice to hear because there are so many people out there, especially young people, that have that fear and they think because of their personality, they cannot venture in other directions. That is so great.
Yeah, and that's why I love teaching improv because it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, the tools of improv just gets you out of your head, and that's why I'm able to do all these crazy, silly videos.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you shared that. That is because I think things always come from our childhood. There's always something in there, right? It's already like being shaped to who we are later. I know I was 6 when I was playing school, and then you want it to be something else, but then you come back and
yes, foreshadow.
So yes, it is major foreshadowing. Well, I wanted to ask you, are there some words of wisdom that you have? First, if you want to share for a teacher, and then if you've got a general one, but what would you share with us?
Gosh. So I was thinking about this. I'm like, oh, what's a quote that I might live by? There's well, the one that I play through my head almost every day is trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, which is Proverbs 3:5-6. And I just tell myself that because things happen all the time that I am so confused by. I lose my jobs. And I know, you know what? I may not understand what is happening right now, but again, things come out of it that always help me at the end. Wow. And the other one is Dolly which is Dolly Parton's, which is, sometimes to, get the rainbow, you have to put up with the rain. And I think that's what teachers are dealing with right now, right? They're just it's just so overwhelming, and how you guys are dealing with things is to turn upside down with how you're used to them. And I just think sometimes we have to remind ourselves there's storms before we see this beautiful rainbow at the end.
I love that. And that is something that, yes, we have to constantly be reminding ourselves of, and we'll get this. And I mean, these kids, they're so resilient, I've noticed they adapt. I mean, we all wear masks now. They're fine. They're just okay, what else,
and that's awesome.
Yeah, You're right. No, beautiful words. And I love the faith. That's definitely, we need some faith out there. And very strong. Well, anything else you want to share with us? Because I'm just so stoked that we're just here. So
I am stoked that you asked me. No, I mean, if anything, for those that might be listening that do follow me, I just want to thank
yes,
you.
please.
I'm honored. I know I always say this when I go on my Instagram stories, but I'm blown away by the people that watch my videos, and I truly don't do it for myself. I do it for you to make people laugh. If it ever comes back on me, I just cover my face because I cannot handle the attention. So that's why I podcast. Yes, please. You cannot see me.
That's so funny.
Seriously, any day of the week. But if you want to get me on TV, I probably would not.
Oh, stop. No, you'll be sitting on that Seinfeld couch or something.
Oh, yeah, now that I'll do. That I'll do.
Isn't it cool? That's so cool.
That'd be awesome.
So have you traveled with your job a little bit? Have they sent you different places right now or no?
Oh, you mean with social media or anything?
Yeah.
No. I've had several people that follow me say, hey, if you ever come out, I don't know, North Carolina, Indiana, I'll come see you. So I've had thoughts of, once the pandemic settles down, maybe doing like a tour. I don't know if people would want to see the teacher live, but I would
come to Detroit. I'll get you some.
Yes. I would love to come to Detroit.
Yes. So Karen, keep me on your agenda. I'll get you all your teachers. I'll get them.
I would love that. I will do it.
And a t-shirt.
Yes, a t-shirt.
Well, Karen, it has been such a joy. I'm so excited to have had you and taking your time to do this. From those little people out there, but it's just such a treat. And
well, thank you so much for having me, really.
Thank you. And I wish you much success, and definitely we look forward to seeing more of you. And
I look forward to making more content for you.
Yes. Bring it on.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Karen, and all the best. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.